All right. So my last challenge, if you haven't heard, I would love for you to turn your camera on. We would love to see some friendly faces. So if you're comfortable, feel free to do that. So it's 10:01, so we're going to get started. We have a pretty jam-packed meeting today. How is everybody enjoying the spring market in the fall? Are we having like an awesome time in the market? Nice. Well, we're just going to jump right in today so we can get everything covered. But I'm super happy to welcome our very own chairman and CEO, Lennox Scott. Lennox is going to be sharing his thoughts on the market nuances, his thoughts on a market forecast, what he believes to be Zillow's kryptonite. So I'm super excited to hear what he has to say. So welcome, Lennox, and thank you so much for coming today.
Well, it's a great joy to be here. Thank you for the invitation. Great to see everyone. So, Shai, would you like me to go first?
Yep, you are more than welcome to kick us off with our meeting. And Colin has your slides all ready, so feel free to give him direction, and he will get your slides up whenever it's the best time for you.
Great. Well, thank you. Thanks, Colin. Well, fantastic. Good to see everyone. What a time in the residential real estate business. They always talk about recoveries as a V shape or a hockey stick, or what is it? Well, this recovery is a check mark. It went down, but now it's gone straight up. We've had 3 record individual months in a row, July, August, and September, record for each individual month of those months. We've also seen the luxury market take off, especially in July and August. Still great sales, record sales in September, just not quite the increase that we saw in July and August for the luxury market. So it's full speed ahead. I was taking a look at this, and we're hearing the comments that people are moving out of the city. Boy, are we lucky some people are moving out of the city, because that's what's allowing for these for the record number of sales that are taking place the last couple of months. And we'll take a look at the chart here in just a moment that really shows how many more sales are taking place right now than in previous years. For that. So it's the market is September is October, we're in October now, is another exciting month. And then we hit into wintertime, November, December, January. We'll have to see how the listing inventory holds up. New listings coming on the market, because we're virtually sold out, as you know. I'm just here today to affirm, remind, and inspire. So I know you know a lot of these items. I'm just going to go over a couple of nuances coming up ahead. But we know prices have skyrocketed because of the multiple offer situation. It's taking us into premium pricing territory. Those multiple offers, prices are up, I'm sure 12% or something. I'm expecting them to go up potentially another 10% by next April. But there's some conditions that we'll take a look at coming up. Let's go to the first slide, Colin. We'll go to the market snapshot, slide number 2 there. In this market snapshot, we just put this out for a recap for September. Hopefully you all got a copy of it. It went out to 358,000 people, our housing updates. We do 51 of them that you can choose to, so no matter where anyone lives in the 3-state area, plus down in the southern part of Los Angeles, we have a housing update for them. So this program's really working out well. And let's just go through this one quickly here. We do a little synopsis up above, just a written text of what the numbers show. And then let's take a look at one of these price categories. Let's look at the 350 to 500. For Southeast King County, this is resale only. There was 249 active new listings in September. 254 homes went under contract. So there was more homes went under contract than new listings. Usually that doesn't start happening until October, but for sure November, December, where we get more homes going under contract than new listings. So this started earlier because we're sold out of unsold inventory. 5 to 8% of homes never sell, just because unfortunately the seller doesn't have the financial resources to accept a lower price offer or get their home in condition. So 5 to 8% don't sell. So that's why we say we're virtually sold out of unsold inventory, because everything should be sold in today's market. Continuing on, October 1st, active resale listings, 78 were unsold listings. That's a 0.3 month supply. So if you times 0.3 times 30 days, you're down to a 9-day supply, but we know we're virtually sold out. There's an extreme shortage. 90% of homes are going under contract the first 30 days, but as we know, it's the first weekend or the first week, which is considered an extreme frenzy. So that's how you read these charts here. Right below the numbers there, we have a scale of the percent of homes selling in the first 30 days. So you can see we're above 75%. So that's an extreme frenzy. And then right below that is the month supply. You can see we're below 0.7 month supply on the left-hand side of that bar, which says we have an extreme shortage. We show the interest rates at the first of the month with 3.04. Then right below that, we always try to put in some information that the housing market is in rotation everywhere. People are moving locally, they're moving out of area to destination resort type market situation, or they're refinancing or they're remodeling. So everything's in motion, and this is a great time to talk to your broker. I just got off a call with Lawrence Yoon, our chief economist for the National Association of Realtors, and he was saying, or in the call, it came up that maybe 10% or 20% of homeowners aren't able to make their financial payments right now on their home mortgage. And so, which is unfortunate because of job loss and things that people are going through. But at the same time, they may need our help. So it's just being aware that we can get their home sold. Their home did go up in value. So if they do need to get their home sold, we want to be able to be of service to them and bring their home on the market so they can move forward in life and make their adjustments that they need to make moving forward. Also on this page down below, that's where your photo and your contact information, because this is sent out on your behalf. The names belong to you. Nothing gets sent out unless you want it to be sent out, and it's all broker branded to you. So we have a great market ahead. Let's go to the next slide. As we pull up. Okay, this is a chart that I've been keeping track of since year 2000, is the pending sales, those homes that go under contract reported for both single family and condominium combined in the 4-county area of King, Snohomish, Pierce, and Kitsap. If you go over to September, down to the bottom there, you see 8,600 transactions. Let's go back up. We had 7,700 in 2016. Then you go back up to, we had 7,500 in 2005. So you can just see, it just blew the doors off the record. And the month before that, we had 9,179 in August, 8,800 in July, 8,300 in June. Now in August, that 9,179, that was only 9 reported sales short of the all-time best month of any month in history. That just happened in August, and then September, just phenomenal. So I just want to show you how we track this so that you can see the data for yourself. Let's go to the next page. This is job growth. This is for Seattle, Tacoma, Bellevue job growth. And you can see we're off on the upper chart there, 7.5% compared to a year previous. If you look down below, this is the actual numbers. And let's look at year 2020. You can see it started, we started losing some jobs in February, March, but April was the big loss of jobs, 311,900. Then we started slowly picking back up. Not as much of a gain this month in August, but there's been a slow pickup because there's some layoffs also taking place at the same time that businesses are coming back in. So it is going to be a recovery. Lawrence Yoon talked today. He didn't see the Fed's raising the Fed reserve rate up for until 2022, but he did say that mortgage rates could pop up ever so slightly, but over that time period. But they're going to stay in this very, very low range, which is great for home ownership to help us move forward. So we do need to look at the. We're going to be in the severe shortage at least until April. At least until we get the COVID situation figured out. And we could be halfway through that. It's hard to say what's going to happen, when it will get back more of a normal market. But we just know over the winter time, there's going to be this real severe shortage of homes available for sale out there with this high demand. So the sales activity intensity, that's what I focus on. The number of homes that go under contract the first 30 days. We're at extreme frenzy now. You saw in that one price range, 90% selling. A normal market is 30% selling. A healthy market is 30% selling. We're up at 90% selling the first 30 days. And that's going to remain extremely high, at least until next April, because in April, we normally would get more homes, new listings coming on the market than homes going under contract. So we'll have to see, but nothing's going to change until at least next April, and then we'll have to see what happens in April as we get closer. So pricing pressure is right there, multiple offer, everything, premium pricing. Here we go. Okay, so I thought you'd be interested in seeing the job growth. I look at this to see what's taking place myself. Okay, next slide. This is the for Southeast King County for new resale listings coming on the market. The red line is year 2020. The orange line is year 2019. So you can see in March, right after that, April, May, June, we were below last year. And then all of a sudden we spiked back up in July, August, September. So we felt the buyers were regenerated themselves starting in later May, or in May, I should say, and sellers started regenerating themselves in June. We can just see the numbers on a weekly basis. We track week over week this year compared to last year, same week 1 year ago. So we felt it coming, and it's sure showing up in the numbers that we're seeing where these listings are up. And that's allowing us to have these record markets because we're sold out of unsold inventory. So all the focus is on each new individual listing moving forward as it continues. Next slide. This is just the 6 phases to the yearly housing cycle. You can see we're in the fall market here. We're wrapping up, we're mid-October, beginning of October. Then the number of new lists, this is when new listings come on the market. You can see normally it's a big drop in November, December, but because people know they can move out of the cities, maybe our listings will be up a little bit higher than the years previous for a number of new listings to allow for sales activity to remain or be even slightly better than the years previous. Because normally in the winter, there's more homes go under contract than new listings. And the only way that can happen is there's unsold inventory. But without unsold inventory, sales would actually come down unless there were more sellers bringing their home on the market too, because the market's in motion, the market's in rotation. And we could be bringing forward people from months ahead or a year ahead that want to move for destination or family lifestyle or things like that could be moving right now because the conversations around that. You know, I want to get to the outlining areas. And I was going to do that in the future. I'm just going to do it now. So all these issues come up. So that's my housing update for what's taking place there. Let's get, I'm going to get to the main part of my topic. Let's go to the next slide. So I have about 15 minutes. So I'm working this, this analogy, this concept. We have some John L. Scott kryptonite to help each of us protect our core business. Now, our kryptonite that we have is to use against all these outsiders like Zillow, Redfin, any competition out there, because we have our kryptonite and our core business is our relationships. So I've been looking at this concept. There's two places for business development activities, especially for listings. There's our core business, which is our relationship database, where 80% of our listings come from. And then there's this other category of unattached people. What activities am I going to do to meet unattached people? And that's where we get our business from. So we protect our core business. And what protects our core business? You better believe it. Relationship database, being engaged with the people we know. But let me give you some numbers. Only 15% of agents in the nation keep in communication with their database. So they get 0 to no repeat and referral business. There's this, when COVID came in, it really showcased the great divide. It really highlighted it between those that have a database and are engaged with them versus those that don't. And we want to get everybody to the right side of the great divide that have a database. And that's where we really come over the last 16 months from 10,000 people getting our housing update to 358,000 getting the housing update. And all that housing update is to set a warm foundation for your personal engagement activities. That's where it really comes in, is your heart to their heart, you're being a support to them, your care calls, everything around that. This just keeps the warm foundation set so you can make a warm call. It's a warm relationship foundation. That's what the housing update does. That's what the buy-side monthly home valuation does. And I'm excited, we're going to announce this at our convention, but we're coming out with a neighborhood campaign. So right now you can do it through Property Tracker to set up a neighborhood for an individual so they can see what else is for sale and get the market insight each month. We're going to make it simple. So right now, you know, you put in your client's name and email address. It belongs to you. You put that into our system and you click on which housing update they get. Coming up, you're going to be able to click on which neighborhood that you want them to get their housing update just for their neighborhood. All this does is sets up a warm foundation, but this is coming your way because we want to simplify these systems for this warm foundation, relationship foundation for your personal interaction, because this is our kryptonite, is your personal relationship, your personal representation, your transactional excellence that you provide to your clients. There's some other items that we brought out. We brought out the Market Ready Plus program, where we can advance funds to the seller to fix up, spruce up, fix up, showcase their home to bring the value out. That's come through. Down in Portland, Oregon, where they have iBuyers, where these Zillow and other Open Door buy homes directly from homeowners, all cash. We rolled out our own Instant Purchase Plus program, where we have 2 sources that will buy their home if they want to sell it all cash and not put it out on the open market. So we're coming up with these programs. So even though most people are going to go to Zillow and check out the value of their home, they're also going to click on Zillow. What will you pay me all cash for my home? It doesn't matter, because you're over on this side and you have the relationship and you're fully engaged. We're controlling our own destiny. It's not, I don't care what they got, it's that we've got the programs and we're implementing the programs. So that's our kryptonite against these companies. But let me tell you a little bit more about Zillow. Zillow's changed their game plan over the time. Now, while there's 2 sides to Zillow, one is there's broker associates in the nation through Premier Agent or that get leads from Zillow and are actually making money from Zillow, because what Zillow does, and Redfin for that matter, they go after unattached people. And then they try to capture the lead, and then they give them to the agents who advertise on their site. Well, they're starting to change their program now. In 3 cities across the nation, Zillow is now hiring licensed employees that will handle the homes that they end up buying. They will list the homes in the MLS. They will be the first point of contact when a person says, how much will you pay me for my home? This is what we're expecting. They'll be the first point of contact. So those leads, remember now, only 2% of the people that say, how much will you pay me all cash for my home, actually sell their home to Zillow. But what they do is they get all those other leads, and now they're referring those other leads to a select group of agents who will pay a referral fee. Right now, the referral fee is 35%. In the future, I know you'll go to 40, 45, 50% in the future, but starting out, they're at 35%. They're following the model of the relocation industry. They started out at 0 30 years ago, and then they went to 25, 30, 35, 40, 45% is what we're paying now on leads from third-party referral companies for corporations. So Zillow's following the same pattern, and they want to grow from 1 billion in revenue to 10 billion on the back of referral fees, because they want to be the first one in contact with every potential homeowner in the future. That's why we have our own kryptonite to keep them at bay. We have the relationship if we're engaged. We are going for 80% plus of our broker associates has a relationship database. For those that already have one, that are using Buffini or Top Producer or something, our study shows if you use the John L. Scott Housing Update buy side, and pretty soon the new neighborhood sites, your repeat referral business will go up 20%, because it's automatic, broker branded to you, names belong to you. If you don't have a database, you could double, triple, quadruple your business. We did research, and those without a database that really couldn't make a listing presentation had very, very few listings on a yearly basis. So we want to help you create the strong foundation to be able to get listing appointments. This is all about getting appointments and then converting the appointment by having a presentation. So this is our number one strategy as a company. Our major focus item is relationship database, being of support to you. It is the number one business development activity for each and every one of us, is our relationship database. And that's where, so therefore we need to spend some time each day on this. We need to block out maybe an hour each workday. What am I doing with my database? Who can I add into it? Who can I connect up with, communicate with? Bomb video. Maybe it's my weekly real estate moment. I send a bomb video. Who can I connect up with by a Zoom call? My VIPs do a housing update. And then we have this winter coming up. Fantastic. What a time to bring the holiday spirit back to everybody. We have October, we have Halloween, Thanksgiving, the holidays, Happy New Year. We have all these events coming up for us to communicate in. And it's especially powerful if we have a warm foundation of relationship. So when I communicate into them, they already know who I am. And I feel really good about it because I know who they are. So this is all interconnected in what we're doing moving forward. So that's our core business, the unattached. There's so many different ways to get unattached people. The number one way for most of us is going to be a full seller listing launch around each new listing. And what that means is not just the MLS and the internet, it's your social media, getting the new listing onto the seller's social media to get it to their friends. It's boosting. I want to meet unattached people. First of all, it's great seller marketing, but I want to meet more people. I have to do some activities to meet more people. And I have this new listing that everybody wants to know about it. And especially if I do video around it, introduce it by video or have a home video, I attract people to that listing because real estate is a hot topic right now. Other unattached activities might be, maybe I do buy into lead generation sites, or I do my own lead generation through a boost ad line on just sold, what's your home worth, on my social media. Maybe I do a real estate market update each month. Just take our housing update and paraphrase it yourself. Use all the content and do your own housing update by video and put it up on your social media and boost it. up on Instagram and Facebook. We want to get out there to meet more people. So there's different ways. I know many in your office are doing geographical farming. Our new neighborhood campaigns are just really going to fit right into that. When we get new listings, when we can actually do open houses, we meet the neighbors. We're already going to have a neighborhood site set up where we can just enroll them into, would you like to see when other homes come up for sale in your neighborhood? Or not, that's not phase one, that's phase two. Would you like the information once a month of what's happened in your neighborhood? So all these things are interconnected on that. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Relationship database, everyone. Okay, where this is really enhanced is the next item below it. Everything video live communication. It has taken up our relationship database engagement to a higher level than ever before because of video. And this gets back to maybe your weekly real estate moment, your monthly market update, just on a buyer-seller seminar, seller seminar. It could be the here's how people are winning in a multiple offer situation. That could be part of your weekly, just take one topic each week. Connecting up with them during the holidays, just like we did during the care call back in March and April. We did the care call because we had a database, so our call was accepted. All these items are the 360 approach, but video is really coming into this. Now, Emmanuel and I just did a video on selling your home in today's market. And we did that video for everybody to be able to send out because it's coming from you. We're not getting the business. And in the video we put, of course, talk to your John L. Scott broker associate in the video. But we did the video just as an example of what a video might look like. This was an extended one, but also for probably right now, probably only 5 to 10% of our broker associates are doing a video like that. So we wanted to make one available to everyone. And we're going to come up with our 2021 housing forecast. We'll do a video that everybody could use, or just take the content, or doing your own video, or just use the content in this video and do your own. It's just doing it. And if we do one, you can send it out to everybody. It's coming from you. You can do the follow-up phone call, the Happy New Year call, whatever it might be. So a lot of engagement is going to happen because people are thinking of moving. The market is in rotation right now. Plus, there's some people that are going to need your help because they're coming out of distress because of the economy, of how it's affected them. So a lot of items on this 360 approach that we're moving forward on. So obviously you can tell I'm excited about the new neighborhood campaign. We're going to end up with thousands of these. We're going to need every office's help, but we might have it by community or by select neighborhood in moving forward. Just another item for your warm foundation. Let's take a look at the next slide. I know I'm getting close here. I've got 1 minute. Bringing home the holiday spirit. I already talked about this. The care call, our gratitude call. Let's go to the next slide. Living life as a contribution, that's what we're doing. Just want to give you a quick update on John L. Scott approach to supporting diversity. We are all in on this. I just talked to NAR. They're coming out with a new program, interactive program on education for implicit bias, overcoming implicit bias. And my approach is, we should make that course mandatory for all 1.4 million realtors across the nation. We're one of every 253 citizens in our nation, and we stand up for fair housing. This is in core of who we are. So I'm really an advocate. I just got off a call with the whole NAR leadership about and support team and 20 major brokers in the nation as an advocate that this become mandatory. Because this is what we stand on in our industry, is fair housing and strong community and supporting each other, and it just fits right in line with our core value of living life as a contribution. We'll have more at our convention on us supporting diversity as a company, and my time's up. I just want to tell you, I love you all. Thanks for having me here today.
Thank you so much, Lennox, for sharing. We love your enthusiasm. We love your vast knowledge of the market. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Shai. You guys just rock it. So thank you so much.
Great. Well, awesome. So we have a few other things to talk about. We're going to be talking about dovetailing off some things that Lennox was talking about. So we are in this dynamic market right now, and things are moving very, very quickly. We are getting a lot of calls with transaction questions. And so I always like to talk about some things that we can do to be more successful, minimize any type of challenges. So number one, make sure you are having your buyers sign the buyer advisory in a seller's market. We're getting lots of calls still about the buyers chose to waive their inspection, the house closed, and now there's a problem. So you really want to make sure that you're educating your buyers, and this is just a best practice to make sure that you and your buyers are on the same page and they're not making emotional decisions. You also are going to want to refer to our strategies on how to maximize your chances in a multiple offer situation. I'm still talking to some veteran brokers that might be losing out on their third or fourth property, and it happens in this kind of market. But we have a great 36-point strategy on how to do that. The little things matter, so don't forget the little things. Also, make sure you're building in time, okay? Because the market is so busy right now, title and escrow are delayed. We're seeing delay in title issues. We are seeing delay in escrow getting payoffs for home. We are seeing delay with appraisals and underwriting. Do everything you can, as always, be proactive when it comes to appraisals. We are starting to see a little bit of a trend of low appraisals. I was talking to Dan Peck, and he said, honestly, Shai, I think they're so busy, they're just getting a bit sloppy. And so I'm seeing that. So make sure you're meeting the appraiser, showing up with comps, taking these proactive steps. This goes back to what Lennox was talking about, transactional excellence, okay? Being the broker to be proactive to help maximize a smooth closing makes a huge difference. Sorry, lost my train of thought. So these are some things we can do as far as the transactions are concerned. We're also really focused on the John L. Scott tools that are generating business, okay? So I know you guys all know about the housing updates. I know you know about buy side. Buy side as of August, so from November of 2019 until August of 2020, helped generate 1,372 listings. Like, that's phenomenal. Great job, John L. Scott. Like, that is great. So just a reminder, if you haven't adopted these tools and you want help, our staff is here to do the heavy lifting. So reach out to Katie or reach out to Sadie, and we'd love to jump in and help you adopt some of these tools. So moving on, we are now in the fourth quarter. I cannot believe during a pandemic, fires and smoke, like we are already in the fourth quarter of the year. So this is the time of year to start. This is the time of year to start your business planning. So we'd love to help you. Tomorrow between 11 and 1, John Bai and Keen from Cross Country Mortgage are doing a class that is graduating you from a salesperson to a business owner. This is going to be a great class that's going to help you take a deep dive into metrics that are necessary before you do your business plan. This is the type of class that's a workshop oriented. It's going to help you look at your past expenses to help you project your business. This is the class that helps you meet your income goals. Okay, so we're going to be sending out another reminder in just a few hours with the Zoom link, and that's going to be tomorrow between 11 and 1. Some other things that we're doing to get everyone going for ending the fourth quarter strong and jumpstarting your 2021 is our new program of Jumpstart 2021. So a lot of you attended an informational session yesterday. To give you a quick recap, it's not too late to join. The bottom line is it's a 6-week plan with Katie and myself where we have a daily plan set up for you. We're going to help you accomplish your end of the year goals. We're going to help you focus on 2021. As we say in real estate, wherever you are today is a reflection of what you've been doing 60 to 90 days ago. So what you do from now until the end of the year is going to determine what kind of a first quarter you have. You are in 2021 right now, and what you are doing now is going to help kick off your year strong. We're going to have weekly accountability groups. John L. Scott is sending a 1 to 2 minute video every single day. So again, this is a 6-week program to really just help you get jump started, to end your year strong and kick off 2021 on the right note. A few other things. As far as COVID is concerned, you guys all know how diehard I am with John L. Scott, and I think John L. Scott has just done an amazing job helping us maneuver the pandemic. Just a reminder that they are still having their buy, sell, safe certification classes. These are 30 minutes. It's very easy. This is something that's important. You could do a video on it. It's going to help you engage your database. Now, on top of COVID, Lennox was just talking about everything going on with the social injustices of the world. And John L. Scott has sponsored an at-home with diversity class. So the next class is October 21st and 22nd, and it's 6 free clock hours. And if you want the certification, you can pay an additional $75. I think it's amazing to be at a company that's actually taking proactive steps to help us embrace diversity. I know for us at the Renton office, we've always embraced diversity. We're so proud of the fact we speak over 20 languages in our office, if you didn't know that. So I just love how our office, I believe we've already done that, but I think this is a great class to take to get a certification, to show your clients that you're really minimizing or eliminating implicit bias and moving forward with diversity. As far as
Shai, I just want to speak on that at home with diversity class. So we're sponsoring the class for to be able to take the class at no cost, because we think this is just the foundation, the positive environment that supports who we already are at John L. Scott, but it just takes it, it keeps it alive and takes it to a higher level. The $75 would go to NAR. To be able to use to get the certification in your marketing materials and for yourself. We don't get the $75. That would go to NAR. We're sponsoring the class because we want everybody in the company to attend the class, so we're all on the same page and just affirm who we already are. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for clarifying that, Lennox. I appreciate that. So as Lennox was talking about, this is the time of year where there's so many reasons to engage your database. We have Halloween and Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, all the holidays are coming up. And I will tell you that from talking to brokers, I'm hearing such a great response right now from different mailers. A lot of brokers are marketing with a strategy, whether it's to landlords or to farming or things along those lines. But even better than that is engaging with your database at these times. So Halloween is right around the corner. Kids are not going to be trick-or-treating. We have some brokers that are doing pumpkin drop-offs or candy drop-offs. the appreciation from your database now is going to be higher than ever before because they're stuck at home and there's not a lot of fun things going on. Even if you don't want to do your entire database, but you want to do your top 25 VIPs, it's really important to pay attention to those things right now. A lot of our brokers have done pie giveaways for Thanksgiving, poinsettia drop-offs. I'm hearing agents tell me constantly how many referrals they're getting. So if you do a referral incentive program, make sure you attach that to your pop buy. Like those types of things are getting great appreciation right now. So make sure you're taking the time to engage with your database. So lastly, so we can all get out of here on time, we are going to engage you guys to do something fun for the first time for Halloween. Because, you know, we've done door decorating and kids trick-or-treating, and, you know, due to COVID, we can't really safely do that yet. So we're going to do a pumpkin decorating competition. And basically all that means is if you drop off some type of decorated pumpkin by October 27th, we'll have a first and second place prize. So I just wanted to give you a little preview. We'll be sending out all of the specifics, but we really want to lead and show you guys that we can have fun and be socially distant and be really engaging. Don't be surprised if come around the holidays, we have some kind of ugly sweater competition. So we really want to do something to keep it fun and lighthearted and just really appreciate these times we have together. So that wraps it up for me. I want to thank Lennox again. I want to thank all of you for coming. I love everyone turning their cameras on and seeing friendly faces. If you need anything, if you want help with your goals, business planning, getting involved in a program, just reach out and let us know. All right, well, thanks again, everyone. Have a great week.
Thanks, Shai. Thanks, Lennox. Bye, everybody.